Mr Kerr.
Deputy Presiding Officer, it's a great pleasure to follow Jenny Minto. I thought she gave a beautiful speech, and indeed all the speeches have been first class. And I want to thank my good friend and neighbour, Megan Gallagher, for securing this debate about Scotland's war memorials. And this is a timely debate for the people of Falkirk, with the unveiling of the Bainsford War Memorial on Friday last week and the rededication of the Grangemouth War Memorial on Saturday. Scotland's war memorials must be defended. As the motion lays out, there has been an increase of targeted vandalism on war memorials across Scotland. And these are shameless and shameful attacks, not only on the physical memorials themselves, but on what these memorials represent. Millions across our United Kingdom, across Scotland, made the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy liberties which are part of our everyday lives. We must defend this legacy. I heard mention of Flanders, and memories came back to me of a family visit to Ypres, visiting the Commonwealth War Graves Commission tended graves of our fallen. And the Menin Gate. Everyone, I think, should see the Menin Gate, with tens of thousands of names of young men, and they were very young, who are lost, their bodies never found. These memorials, whether in Belgium or northern France, or across all of our communities in Scotland, need to be conserved. You wouldn't be surprised to hear a Conservative ask for something to be conserved. Everyone across Scotland must have a local war memorial that they can be proud of. I live in the small community of Bridgevallen, and the war memorial there is the focus of our remembrance across all parties, all types of people across Bridgevallen, every Remembrance Sunday. And it was at the Remembrance Sunday in Grangemouth last year that a number of members of the public came up to me to express their sadness about the growing moss on the war memorial. Sharing this concern, I wrote to numerous bodies, Deputy Presiding Officer, asking them what could be done to remove this moss. I found out that a professional clean to remove moss and bacteria growth was undertaken last in 2017, but that moss was once again visible within 18 months. And while I was assured that the low-level removal of moss growth can be undertaken by park staff and volunteers after appropriate training, I was disappointed to read that Falkirk Council had concluded that recommissioning this cleaning work on sufficient regular basis for the memorial to appear clear of biological growth is not affordable within our current budgets. Well, I don't wish to stray into party political territory here, but Falkirk Council has suffered cuts, and I fear for the future of budgets that exist to conserve Scotland's war memorials. When preparing for this debate, a quote from one of my political heroes, Winston Churchill, struck me. He said, "We shape our buildings and thereafter they shape us." I reflect on that. I know that war memorials are not buildings, Deputy Presiding Officer, but they certainly shape us. I'll never forget the impression that the war memorials of Belgium and northern France made on our children. Regardless of where we are in our United Kingdom, when you walk past a war memorial, you can only remember duty shown by our fellow countrymen and the sacrifices they have made. As we in this chamber and those across our United Kingdom look to the future, we must ground ourselves by remembering all those that have come before us and the sacrifices they have made and the lessons that they continue to teach us. Our war memorials allow us to do that on a daily basis. And that is why, Deputy Presiding Officer, we must be united and defend.